Namaste children. So today we will discuss about the sexual reproduction in animals. So some basic terms are there so that you should know about these terms like gametes, fertilization, types of fertilization, internal and external, puberty. So these are some basic terms that you should know. Okay, so first that are gametes. What are gametes? That we have already discussed, that gametes that are the sex cells. These are sex cells. So in case of male organism, they produce male gamete. If suppose we talk about animals, so in case of animals, the male gamete, they are known as sperms. They are known as sperms. And in case of female, they produce ovum, also known as eggs. These are known as female gamete. Now next term, that is fertilization. So what is fertilization? Fertilization means the fusion of male and female gamete. It means fusion of sperm and egg to form the zygote. Fusion of sperm and egg to form the zygote. So this process is known as fertilization, and this is the product zygote, that is the product of the fertilization. Now if we will talk about the stages which come in between zygote and a newly born baby, these stages of development, this is considered as embryo. This is known as embryo. Okay. So now next we will discuss about the types of fertilization. Types of fertilization. First, that are internal fertilization. Internal fertilization. And second, that are external fertilization. Second, that are external fertilization. Internal fertilization means that when the fertilization means the fusion of the sperm and egg, it will occur inside the female body, that is known as internal fertilization. Okay, so here the fertilization, it occurs inside the female body, inside the female body, or you can say female reproductive tract. And for example, like human beings, examples that are human beings, birds, reptiles, etc. Now next, that are external fertilization. External fertilization means that when the fusion of the male and gamete, means the fertilization, it occurs outside the female body. Okay, so in this case, the male and the female organism, they release their gametes in the external medium. Okay, they release their gametes in the external medium, like in case of the frogs. So what happened, that they release their gametes, sperm and ovum, outside in the water, and in the outside environment, in the external environment, the fertilization, it occurs. So the fertilization when it occurs outside the female body. Okay. So the fertilization it occurs outside, and so the zygote formation and even the next stages of development it also occurs outside. Examples like frog or fish. Now next we will discuss about the development of the zygote. Even though in case of human beings as well as in case of birds, the internal fertilization occur, but the development of the zygote that is different. In case of human beings, the development of the zygote means from the zygote to embryo and then the full organism, a complete baby, it occurs inside the female uterus in the female reproductive tract. But in case of birds they lay the fertilized egg. Okay, what is the meaning of the fertilized egg? Means it is already fused with the sperm, and then that fertilized egg that is laid by the birds, and then they provide the incubation to them. Incubation in that during that time they provide the warmth condition. So after hatching the new organism it will come out. So in this case means in internal fertilization also some organisms they are viviparous and some organisms that are oviparous. Viviparous means which give birth to young ones, but in case of oviparous they lay eggs. So children, now we will discuss about the advantages of sexual reproduction. So what are the advantages of sexual reproduction over asexual reproduction? As we already discussed that in case of asexual reproduction only one parent that is involved, but in case of sexual reproduction two parents that are involved. Okay, so because of that the slight variations only it come in the asexual reproduction, but in case of sexual reproduction more variations that come as compared to asexual reproduction. And what is the reason behind that? Because in case of asexual reproduction only one parent, and in case of sexual reproduction two parents that are involved. Okay, so the organism which is produced through this kind of reproduction, they receive the genes from both the parents, from the male as well as from the female parent also. Okay, in what manner? In the form of sperm and egg. So what are the advantages of sexual reproduction? That they are responsible for producing genetic variation. Genetic variation it accumulates in the offspring, and because of this variation what happens that different characters that appear in the organisms because of the different genes, and this leads to origin of new species and even evolution also. It leads to continuous evolution for better organism, for getting the better organisms. Now one question that will come, that if suppose the sperm and the ovum they meet together during the fertilization process, so the number of the chromosomes it will also get doubled in the zygote. No, it not get doubled. What is the reason? Because like male parent, female parent, male parent they produce sperm, female parent they produce ovum. Okay, sperm they contain 23 number of chromosomes and the ovum they also contain the 23 number of chromosomes. So when this sperm, it fertilize with the ovum, then they produce the zygote. And zygote, they contain 46 number of chromosomes. And from the zygote, a new baby, it forms, and each cell in the baby, it also contains 46 number of chromosomes. Okay, so here you can see that the half number of chromosomes that are present in the gametes. Okay, sperm and ovum, as these are gametes, they contain half number of chromosomes. It means that they are haploid. And the zygote, that is diploid, having full set of chromosomes, that is 2n. Okay, and haploid, we indicate it with n. N means half number of chromosomes. And here diploid, so 2n. Clear? So that's why, that is the reason that the zygote, it do not contain the double copy. Means it do not contain 46 plus 46, that is 92 number of chromosomes. They contain the same number of chromosomes, that is 46.